What's going on, guys? Snake Eyes here, playing some more Dark Souls 2, and in this video we're going to be doing a weapon showcase. And the weapon we're going to be showcasing today is the washing pole. Now if you don't know how to get the washing pole, all you have to do is go to Dragon Airy. There's kind of a little side path that you can go to. You don't have to do it the way I did it. I ended up jumping off the side railing and took a little bit of damage, but if you rode through those boxes that you saw earlier, it'll drop you off in a lower ledge, and then from there you can jump down safely. You won't take any damage, and the way I did it, I took a little bit, but not too much. The chest on the left is a real chest, and the chest on the right is actually a mimic. Once you kill it, it drops a petrified dragon bone and a washing pole, and that's how you get the washing pole. The moveset on this weapon is pretty standard, so I'll go over it really quickly. The two-handed R1 and the one-handed R1 are just standard slashes. The one-handed R1 I really like. It's thrusting attack, and with the length of the blade on this weapon, it actually is pretty good. I really like using it for PvP. The back step for this weapon on the one-handed and two-handed is the same thing, the back step thrusting move. The running attack is also the same deal for both one-handed and two-handed. And like I said, there's not really any variety, I guess, on this moveset. It's the same standard katana moveset, but obviously what separates this weapon from the other katanas is the length on the blade. I'm gonna go ahead and transition into some PvP right now, so that way I can get into the stats of this weapon and you guys have something to see. You need 18 strength and 20 dexterity to wield. It has an E scaling in strength and a B scaling in dexterity. Since then I've actually maxed it out, and if you're wondering what a non-infused plus 10 washing pole does, it actually has a 240 in the base damage, and it goes from a B scaling to an A scaling. I'm not too sure when exactly in the upgrading process it goes from a B to an A, but I'm pretty sure it's early on, but like I said, I'm really not too sure. In my opinion, this is actually a pretty damn good weapon to use for PvP. I don't recommend playing the story mode with this. Obviously if you're using it on the side, then it really doesn't matter. I made a video earlier where I was actually using the washing pole. If you're gonna be, just doing a couple things with it in the story mode, then by all means use it, but I don't recommend you having the mindset of I'm gonna clear this area with this weapon, mainly because it'll break easily. Has really low durability. Like I said, I don't recommend it, but if that's your thing and that's what you want to do, by all means go for it. But for me, this is actually a really good PvP weapon, mainly because if you're really familiar with the katana moveset, then it has multiple thrusting attacks that you can use, and the fact that the blade is really long, this is actually really good. This is mainly good for people who have shorter weapons. That way you can kind of keep your distance, and this is really good if you're trying to close the gap. If they switch from, say whatever weapon they're using to some sort of magic, you can do a running thrusting attack, kind of knock them out of that, and that's what you're mainly going to see me do a lot of the times. You're also going to be seeing me use the running attack because, like I said, with a weapon like this, it's actually really good to use the thrusting attack on this weapon. I had gotten a comment a while ago asking me what the best katana was, and in my opinion, there's really not a best katana. I know a lot of people are actually using the Dark Infused Chaos Blade, and I hear that it does some really good work, but in my opinion, each one has their pros and their cons. The pro to this one is obviously the length of the blade, while the con is the fact that it has low durability and it's actually really heavy. But all in all, this is a really good weapon to use. If you really like katanas, or if you're just looking for a weapon to kind of fool around with, this is something that I definitely recommend. Also, another thing that I've been doing is I've been using the old Leo ring, and basically what that does is it gives you a counter bonus when you counter somebody using a thrusting attack. So if they're about to swing and you do a thrusting attack, you get a little bonus off of that. I've been doing it, and I've actually been getting pretty successful with it, especially if you try to fake a rush. If you run towards them and you run back, or you do a back step, pretty much that's going to bait them to attack, and if you catch it at the right time, by the time you do the back step and the thrusting attack connects, you'll get the counter bonus. Really good thing to use, and that's pretty much a good ring that you want to use if you plan on using a lot of thrusting weapons. But for me, it's actually really beneficial with the washing pole. That's pretty much going to wrap up this video. There's a couple more PvP matches that I want to show, and you can stick around and watch that if you want. But like I said, there's really not much to explain and go into detail with the washing pole. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have any questions about this weapon or any other weapon for that matter, leave them in the comments below. I'll go ahead and help you out. It's really not a problem. I know I've gotten a request to do halberds, and I haven't forgotten that. It's just I just really haven't had the time, and like I said, thanks for being patient. I'm gonna try to work on that. Hopefully that's gonna be my next one, but I'm just saying that right now just to let the person know that I haven't forgotten, and I'm trying to go ahead and work on that. I haven't been uploading as much as I used to, mainly because there's also been a couple things going on in my personal life that are kind of limiting me to doing these videos. So I'm trying to do them when I can, and that's something that I know that I need to do. But like I said, thanks for understanding. Thanks for being patient. I really appreciate that. But like I said, until next time, take care.